Welcome to Authentic News Uncut. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. This is my matchup preview for the Colorado Buffs and Oregon Ducks. Let's get right into the content. Listen, my honest opinion for this game is this. I've been noticing a pattern on social media, and usually when it comes to media and journalists, they follow the safe pattern. So everybody's reporting like, oh, Colorado has done great. Excuse me. Colorado has done great, but they haven't yet got to that point where they've faced an elite team and they've came out victorious. Well, they haven't got a chance to, but they're going to have a chance this Saturday, which is tomorrow. And this is what I don't understand. So everyone's going with this narrative that Oregon is way too good. First of all, Oregon played a couple lollipop teams. No disrespect to the teams that they played. Hawaii, I think it was, and Texas gave them a run for their money, Texas Tech. So everyone's acting like Oregon is like this high-powered team and they're going crazy. Oregon hasn't been tested either. And if you put up Colorado Buffs' last 3 games and then you put up Oregon's last 3 games, Colorado played the better teams. Colorado played ranked teams. Well, as far as TCU anyway. So I don't really understand the narrative. Maybe everybody's going with these Las Vegas odds. These Las Vegas odds are insane. I don't know if Las Vegas just wants to lose money or what they got going on. But Las Vegas has the Colorado Buffs at 21-point underdogs, which makes no sense. I'm definitely going to bet on that game, on that money line, and I'm definitely going to put that they cover that spread because that's ridiculous. Are you guys forgetting that in the Pac-12, it's pretty much about the quarterback play in the Pac-12? And USC's defense is not the best, and Oregon's defense is not the best. Yes, they can put up points. But let me ask you this question. If it's about the quarterback, do you guys not understand that Shedeur Sanders is the starting quarterback for the Colorado Buffs? If you guys want to talk numbers, because a lot of the haters, they like to say, oh, but stat-wise, Shedeur's number 1. When you watch a game in high-powered situations, in awkward situations, in difficult situations, Shedeur Sanders has more composure than Bo Nix wishes he can have. Even though Bo Nix on Oregon's side is an amazing quarterback. He's a great quarterback, locked in. I remember when Bo Nix was up at Auburn, I believe it was. He's a solid quarterback. You understand? He'll go to the next level if he continues this type of play. But if you put Bo Nix and Shedeur Sanders and you said pick a quarterback for your team, I will choose Shedeur Sanders every time. And let me tell you why. Because I feel Shedeur Sanders has more poise as a quarterback. I feel like Shedeur Sanders has more confidence in himself as a quarterback. I feel like Shedeur Sanders handles himself very well and very grown, like they call him, in these difficult situations that a lot of quarterbacks fold. You understand? He's also a smart quarterback. He can read the defense. He knows his playbooks. He knows how to make his reads. He knows how to go with his second, third read. This kid can flat out play the quarterback position in any level. And Shedeur Sanders, I'm pretty sure he's not going to go this year, but next year, Shedeur Sanders will be the number 1 draft pick, number 1 quarterback coming out of the Big 12 next year because they changed conferences. That's another video. But to get back on the topic, so everybody's counting out Colorado. Let me explain to you something about Colorado and Deion Sanders, right? You haven't heard much from Colorado this week, not even from well-off media. And salute to Deion Sanders Jr. Bucky has let millions of bloggers and vloggers win, quite frankly, off of content. Because of Bucky, he opened so many doors for so many different people to be able to make content about Colorado. He allows people to use content. Salute to Deion Sanders Jr. But this week, if you notice, it hasn't been a lot of hype from Colorado, hasn't been a lot of flair. And that's something that everybody needs to worry about. It's because they're locked in. The whole team and the coaching staff and everyone else knows that everyone is counting them out. pretty much saying, oh, yeah, great job. You guys did good, but now you're going to lose. And I know that Coach Prime doesn't take that lightly. That when push comes to shove and times get hard and we're going up against elite competition, well, I haven't seen them play elite competition, so I don't know why they're saying Oregon is elite. I don't know if they're basing it off of the 60-point win. I don't know if they're basing it off of last year, the consistency, because they played 3 games and they're undefeated, and Colorado played 3 games and they're undefeated. And I feel like Colorado played the better competition in TCU, Nebraska, and Colorado State. So I don't know where this narrative is coming that Oregon is automatically a better team. Because if you base quarterback to quarterback, I'll choose Shedeur Sanders any day. And defensive-wise, Oregon's secondary is not solid. None of their secondary is going to go in the first round and go pro. That secondary is shaky and needs a lot of help. And you guys forget that when the DBs are shaky, Shedeur Sanders knows how to just lay it out there on the line for his slot receivers and for his Y and Z receivers. You understand? He is going to pick apart he's going to make those DBs in Oregon play the best they ever played this season or any time in their life, because Shedeur's going to hike the ball, get the ball fast to his first read. That's another thing about Shedeur at the quarterback position. He usually hits his first read. He doesn't even have to move on. He usually sees his first read, sees the window, sees the pocket, puts the football in the right place so that the receiver can make a catch on the run and continue forward progress. So, yeah, Las Vegas, I think this 21-point spread is ridiculous. You have been wrong all 3 games. And I'm glad that you guys made it the 21-point spread, because I'm going to cover on the money line that Colorado covers that spread, because Colorado's going to win this game. I'm going to double up and bet that they cover the spread and bet that they win outright, because I already know what's going to happen. This team's coming out hype, and this defense is going to shut down Bo Nix, because they think that nobody in the world, I'm talking about real fans, because everyone was on the hype train when they were selling out arenas and they beat TCU, the national champion runner-ups from last year and all that. But now when it gets difficult, you guys are not believing anymore, or the belief is going down and now it's shaky, the belief. That's fake. And Coach Prime knows everybody that said that he will not beat Oregon. He keeps receipts. So when Coach Prime goes into that post-game press conference and tells the reporters, no. You guys said we couldn't beat Oregon because we're just not good enough to beat the best. And I want them to shut down Oregon, then go smash USC at home in Folsom Field and shut down the country and silence the nation for good. And I believe in Colorado. Whether they're playing against an NFL team or any team, I think Colorado has a chance to win because they believe. Coach Prime has these kids ready to play. Young men ready to play, and they're going to fire on all cylinders. And I think this defense, if you notice, the first game, it was shaky. The second game, when they played Nebraska, the D got better. And the third game against Colorado, the D turned up and said, you know what, let's handle business. And when push came to shove, they got it done. In overtime, they're getting interceptions. They're making incomplete plays. They're making the receivers drop the ball, incomplete passes. Listen, when Colorado Buffs put together their whole team, special teams, offense and defense, are playing the best they can play, they can beat any team in the country. And we're saying it right here at Authentic News Uncut. So, guys, remember, when Oregon gets handled, listen, I don't want to hear no excuses from nobody. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Tell me who you guys think is going to win. Tell me your predictions. Tell me why you think they're going to win down below in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to Authentic News Uncut, be sure to subscribe. We have all types of sports content and many other different genres of content. Salute.